Hello, my friends. It's currently 2:35 in the morning. I stayed up with some friends and everything, but I got something really important to tell you guys. Something that has been affecting me, and I finally won that battle. I finally let go of that toxic relationship, that toxic friendship I had. So I had this friend, I'm not gonna name his name for his own privacy, that I've known since I was very young, since 4th or even 5th grade of elementary school. I've known this guy for a long time, and hang out with him, have some fun with him, with some friends, and now he's friends with all my other friends, and anyways, he said some really mean comments to me, some things I would never even thought a good friend of mine would even say to me. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It's like, wow. How dare he? Like, how dare you do that to a friend of yours? Like, it's not okay. And, completely no empathy whatsoever. Unfortunately, I've been keeping that energy for a month now because we had an argument, whatever, and then I made, like, for many months I kept that energy in me, and it wasn't good, I know, but because I had to deal with it. Anyways, all I can say is that I've raised my vibration so much that our frequencies just don't match. They just don't match. And it's just very toxic, very negative all the time, and always lashing out at me. But I'm just a mirror. I'm trying to help him, and he lashes at me like, no. It's like, and I made a whole 12-minute video just for him that I've sent to him to explain everything, how what he said was, really hurt me and everything. And he watched it, or apparently he didn't even watch it. Apparently he watched it, he showed it to my other friend, and then he called me back a couple days later and told me that, oh, well, we can talk in person. So I was like, great. Now I have to keep that freaking, that energy inside of me all that time. I didn't have to, but I really wanted to tell them. I really wanted to tell them, how I was feeling. So I had to make this whole 12-minute video that I sent to him. And now I'm finally back to my hometown, and I finally see him. I was like, yes, I'm finally going to be able to actually deal with this issue, right? And just, acting like, nothing happened before, nothing, and then, I was like, oh, I was like, because I already told him before, I was like, yeah, we have to talk about some things, right? And then so I was like, okay. And he was just waiting for the other friend to kind of like be the bystander, I guess, to be like between us three, I guess, to not create chaos or whatever somehow. I don't know. Just because my other friend can't really control his emotions. He couldn't control his emotions. He had to deal with a lot of bad things in his past, and it's really sad and everything, but he just never healed, and then never wanted to heal. And just keeping that toxic energy everywhere and just throwing at me. No, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. So I had to break up this relationship. It's very, very, long time relationship, like almost 20 years old relationship, friendship, It's just sad. It's just very sad, and it just broke my heart. It just really broke my heart. That was a month ago. And after that, we talked over the phone, and I thought everything was okay, and that he understood my video and everything. And then when we talked again, then he told me he didn't even watch the video. He didn't care at all. He didn't care. And I was like, you don't understand. You didn't understand my point. You didn't understand. What I wanted was good communication, so we can actually say both of our points, so we can actually, communicate and actually, deal with our issues. But looks like he wants to avoid the issues. And then he tells me that I'm childish and everything. Well, I guess I'm a mirror. I guess I'm so transparent that I'm a mirror to him, because he says I'm childish and everything. I'm not. I had to tell him how what he told me really, hurt me and everything, and that usually a really good friend of yours usually wouldn't say these kind of things to a close friend, and that it really broke my heart, and then, anyways, I'm not gonna go further than that, but broke my friendship. I couldn't believe it, and I thought everything was okay. We talked over the phone, and then I come back to my hometown. I was going to talk, and then his smile kind of it went down, and then he started to be angry, and then tells me, put all the blame on me and everything, like, oh, you don't see all the things we do to you and for you and everything, and he tries to put all the blame on me, but looks like they don't even see what I'm putting to the table. I'm traveling many hours just to go back to my hometown to go visit some friends, and looks like one of them anyways don't appreciate it at all. I do all this drive to visit them, and of course one of my friends is a mechanic, and he helps me with my car and everything, and I thank him for that. But then my other friend comes back and tells me to, you're only here because he's a mechanic and we do all these things for you and everything. Like, they're taking me for granted, and I couldn't believe it. It's like, no, I'm not friends with you guys because he's a mechanic and he helps repair my car and I save some money. No, of course it's an extra, it's a plus, it's cool, I'm happy and I'm grateful for it. But then my other friend starts to put all the blame on me, and they don't see all the things I do for them, all the gifts I give sometimes and everything. Looks like it's communication isn't both ways. So I had to break this relationship once and for good. And was so hard to do, but I had to face it. Be strong. So I went over there. I talked to him while my other friend was gaming, because he was supposed to be the bystander or whatever. I didn't care. I was like, no, we have to talk now. And then we talked, and then his evil nature came out, and then he put the blame on me and everything. I was like, no, you just don't understand, man. You just don't get it. You didn't even care my message. You didn't even reflect on what I said. So you don't even care what I have to say. It really broke my heart. I was like, wow, a childhood friend. I thought we spent so much time together. We did a lot of fire in the woods and everything. We've constructed some things, and so many memories. And I guess all down in the drain. Well, not down in the drain, but I mean, I'm gonna cherish these memories for the rest of my life. But I'm definitely gonna have to. I cut this guy loose, and I was like, no, you just don't understand. And then I left. But before I left, I couldn't control myself. Unfortunately, it was the things he told me, and it just hurt me so deep. I was like, wow, what a weak move. Hurting your friends like that. I know he's hurt, but at the same time, you have to put your own boundaries at the same, for your own self-respect in life. And if people don't respect you, you don't keep them in your life. You cut them for good. So, anyways, so that friend of mine, I cut him loose, and I'm happy I did it. But when I left, I said something that I'm not proud of. I told him that I said something nasty a bit. I'm gonna admit it because I'm humble and I admit things. We're all human. But yeah, before I left the door, because they were my other friends, downstairs doing some other things. So I went over there and partied with them, I guess, you know, chilling, socializing and everything. It was cool. But then, anyway, so when I left, right, sorry, I was kind of drift off. It's just very, very emotional, very, very hard to deal with. Finally dealt with it. Finally. Such a big weight off my shoulder. But when I left, I said something nasty that I'm not proud of. I told him to stay in his own SHIT. But that's what I truly felt at that moment. Like, he hurt me so bad, I was like, I couldn't control it. It was too much. You know, I couldn't believe that a friend that I would have spent so much time with you during all these years would hurt you like that. So anyways, so I cut this guy loose, and he's not part of my life anymore. I blocked him everywhere. I'm done with this. I'm done with this toxic energy. Now in a new chapter of my life, and I'm gonna keep improving. And I don't need these toxic people in my life. Since I've been raising my vibration, my frequency, I've been attracting so many people. Everywhere I go, everybody is drawn to me. Everybody wants to be my friend. I got plenty of options. So I can choose to hang out with better people in my life. And I don't have to keep, sorry to say it, but dead weight keep holding me down. I don't need these toxic people in my lives. If people treat me bad, I'm just gonna cut them loose. I'm done. I've suffered enough. I've suffered enough in my life. I'm done. I'm now in a new chapter of my life, and I'm gonna move forward. And people that don't respect me, gone. 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 I've dealt with this. I'm not gonna deal with this again. That's how strong you gotta be. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's very difficult to say some things, to deal with some big issues that you hold really dear to your heart. But if you keep that pain inside, it's going to keep affecting you. And any emotion that you keep inside is going to create a blockage. And guess what happens when you have an energetic blockage for a long time? People that hate their jobs for 20, 30 years, right? And guess what? After 20, 30 years, all of a sudden they're getting some disease. It's written in the word, dis-ease. When you're not in a state of ease, you get disease. It's as simple as that. Because it's all energy. And the body and spirit are connected. So when you hold emotions in, eventually, if you hold them for long enough, eventually they're going to manifest into the physical world as, you know it, illness. Anyways, this is not medical information. I'm no doctor. So just to back myself. But anyways, yeah. Just a very, very hard thing I had to do. But just before, I practiced a lot of mantras to practice my throat chakra, to speak my truth, and I did it. It was hard. Oh, it was hard. But I did it. And I feel so much lighter now. And guess what? That happened during the full moon. Oh, this means so much. This means so much. It was meant to happen. It was written in the stars. You know what I mean? Oh my God, this is so cool. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's sad that I lost a friend, but I'm getting excited. I'm getting excited for the next chapter of my life. Oh, so great. So great. That's the mindset you want to have, okay? You want to be optimistic. You want to be optimistic of every bad thing that happened to you. Look on the plus side and try to focus on that. But oh my God, it's crazy. I'm gonna have so many more opportunities. I'm gonna meet new people. When you lose people, new people are getting replaced in your life. And guess what? You get better people. You get people that treat you better. And you got so many options that you don't care. People treat you badly, then you leave them. Oh, then they want you all of a sudden. Now they want you. They're on the ground. Please, please, please take me back. Sorry. I've already given you too many chances. Sorry, you've burned too many red lights. There are some things that you cannot forgive. And that you forgive them in your heart, but that you should never, there's some people that you should never allow back in your life because they're too toxic. Of course, forgive them, because if you don't forgive them, then you keep that emotion inside, right? So you forgive them, you release the emotions, but you definitely make the big decision of not dealing with them anymore. Toxic energy is toxic energy. I'm an empath. I pick up energies like crazy. So when I'm around toxic people, I'm gonna, even though my shields are strong, if they're close friends, sometimes my shields gets pierced, and it's hard. And it's sad that I had to lower my frequency down to his level. You know, because I'm better than that. But I thought he got my message, but I guess he didn't. So, you know, sometimes in life you have to make some decisions for yourself, for your own well-being, and that's what I'm doing. Just a lot of changes, New job, new friends. It is what it is. And it's hard. It's painful change. Oh, it's painful. But change is necessary. Change is always necessary, my friends. It's necessary for your growth. No pain, no movement of energy. No. If you don't let the energy flow, nothing's gonna heal. So don't keep anything inside, my friends. And remember this lesson from what I've just dealt with, that I had to make this video just for you guys. It's very important to me. Cut off toxic people from your life. If they're too toxic, you cut them loose. You just cut them. Okay? People, when I mean cut toxic people, I mean cut people that are constantly toxic. Like, you know, people that are, you know, extremely bad for you. And good people, very good people, empaths, you know, people that pick up people, you know, energies and everything, people that are just sensitive, or just people that have big hearts. For some reason, they attract narcissists, and they attract extremely toxic people sometimes. So you got to know when you have to cut them loose. You just have to follow your intuition. And it's painful, but once you dealt with it, then you feel much better. I hope this message was helpful. Sorry, this is a very, very long video, but it is what it is. Have a great day, my friends, and I'm happy to have talked about this story with you guys. I hope that, you know, it may help anybody out there that are dealing with something similar. Take care, everybody. Much love and peace.